Hello, beautiful people. Mursegeorge here. As most of you know, I enjoy paramotoring and electric unicycling, but I just don't find a whole lot of value or satisfaction in making just videos about those topics. I love doing them and stuff, but I can only talk about them for that long. What I enjoy making videos about more is talking about life. And if you are familiar with my videos, you'll know that there are all kinds of variety in my videos, mistakes and lessons and things I've learned in my 55 years of breathing. So today's no different. I did enjoy some awesome paramotor flying yesterday, and I spent some wonderful time at the field with some of my best friends, and my son was there too. So I was very excited to capture a lot of footage. So I want to show it, but I'm going to do like a voiceover and talk about what I like to do, my thing. This video is about life and growing older and how your tolerance for bullshit just diminishes as you get older. Those of you that are my age, you can kind of relate, I'm sure. Those of you that aren't as old as I, maybe you sense it. You know, as you get a little bit older, you're more selective about who you spend your time with, who you surround yourself with. So this is what I'm going to be talking about. So I hope you get something out of it and enjoy the footage. It's some good stuff. Here we go. I thought getting older would shrink my world. What actually shrank was who I let influence me. You know, a lot of people say, well, I just don't care what people think. Well, that may be true to some extent, but also, we're all human. And deep down inside, we do care what people think to some extent because, I mean, isn't it hurtful when people say something about something negative to you? Maybe they'll say it to you, maybe they'll say it behind your back. But in any case, we don't like hearing people say hurtful things to us, you know? They do cut. If we truly didn't care what people think, it wouldn't hurt. And I know, you know, there are sayings, it's trendy, it's hip to say, I don't care what they think. You know, it makes you sound like you're tougher than you are to say, I don't care what people think. But we do. Even just a little bit deep down inside, we do. And what I have found is as we get older, we care less and less because our maturity level increases and we just learn. Life teaches us what matters and what doesn't matter. You know, we all have people in our lives that weigh in on different aspects of our lives. You know, people let us know what they think. Why would you care what somebody thinks who's not invested in your life, who doesn't want to see you succeed, who doesn't want to see you thrive, who looks at you when you do something positive and they're jealous, you know? They're resentful that you're excelling. That's awful. And we all know people like this. Maybe you have one of them in your life. Maybe you have several of them in your life. And maybe they're family. Maybe they're somebody that you work with. Or maybe they're a friend. Maybe they call themselves a friend, but they're really just an acquaintance. My grandmother was the one person that was really grounded. And I wanted to make her proud. And I wanted to impress her, if you will, with, you know, how I was living my life and what I was making of my life. And I'm sure if she could see me now, which she's gone, she's long gone, but I'm sure if she could see me now, she'd be satisfied. She'd be proud. She'd be happy that I've done good things with my life. Not everybody speaks from the same place. Some voices will help you grow, and some are just to keep you busy, to keep your wheels spinning, to keep you wondering, what did they mean by that? What are they trying to say? Or how could they say that to me? Not everyone gets a vote in your head. We've got to do a little voter suppression in our mind as to who actually gets to cast their ballot with regard to an opinion about your life, how you live it. This is how I rationalized it, when I first started thinking about this. It's like, are they doing something for me? Are they paying my bills? Are they showing up when things get hard? I mean, are they invested in me, in my well-being, in my family, in my immediate family? I mean, are they really concerned about my children, my wife? If not, they don't get a vote. And just because they may share some of the same DNA, maybe just because they're your family, does not obligate you to let them have this power over you. So you may think by disallowing these folks from having some kind of a say in your life that this is going to shrink your world. But you're going to be surprised that your world really doesn't get any smaller. It may get a little quieter, and it will definitely become a lot more clearer. You're going to know that the people you surround yourself with are your friends. Because if you eliminate everybody that truly doesn't care about you, then that's what you're left with. A few solid, responsible, reasonable friends. And that's fine with me. I'm about quality over quantity at this stage of my life. It's not about being bitter. Aging has not made me bitter. It's just made me more selective. Peace has become more valuable than being understood. It used to be so important to me when I spoke to others that they understood where I was coming from. If this is a person that truly has my best interest at heart, well then yes, I will certainly spend the extra time to explain to them. And because, if you love me, then I care what you think. Peace has become more valuable than being understood. Clarity matters more than approval. My world didn't shrink. It just stopped being crowded by people that weren't listening anyway. Hey folks, some of you have asked if there was some way that we could do like a private meeting. And there is. I have put a link in the video description below. If that is something you might be interested in, you can use this link to arrange that. Now, it is a paid conversation where we would have a 1-hour Zoom meeting, and it's paid so that we can guarantee that this time will be set aside for you. Hey, I'm Mursegeorge. I hope that you get something from this video, and until next time, Mursegeorge out. And he did a good job, like I knew that he would. I hope you enjoy this footage. Mursegeorge out.